Hi guys, it's Kristen, and I just wanted to give a quick overview review of a new watercolor set I just got from Amazon. It's a travel set. It comes in this nice little plastic case for, it's meant to be compact and to take with you when you're on the go. I usually don't take my art supplies with me when I'm out and about, but I do appreciate a nice compact design that doesn't take up a lot of space in my art supply cabinet. It was about 15 and change on Amazon US, and it comes with 3 water brush pens. Well, 3 water brushes. It has a flat brush, a detail brush, and a round brush. So I've already filled mine with water and I've started playing with them a little bit. But I figured I might as well hop on here and show you guys also. And then it does have a little area, that you could hold your brush pens. The pens do come with, lids. I just don't have mine on at the moment, but it has like a little pen that you could hook it onto your sketchbook or notebook or whatever. And this might be my favorite part. It comes with a sponge because I always have a paper towel or a napkin or tissue handy to clean my water brushes in between changing colors. But this has a sponge right on it that you can just clean your brushes on it as you go, so you don't need to have extra paper towels or whatever with you. And this velcros right on, so when it gets too dirty, you just peel it off, rinse it out, wash it out, and pop it right back in there. Super easy. Now all of these are it shows you what palette is in each one, and all of these kind of fan out nicely, so you can see all of the range of colors that you get with this set. And it is a pretty nice array of colors, and you have browns, purples, yellows, greens, your warms, your reds, blues, yellows, and there's even a white in there. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice. But those are nice that they all just kind of close up in this nice little compact travel design. So I was playing around with these brushes, and by far this detail brush is my favorite because it's what I'm used to for lettering. So when you use hard pressure, you get the thick lines, and when you use soft pressure, like in your lettering upstrokes, you get the thin lines. So I really like that a lot. And I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. Let's see, let's do some, I was playing with green. So to use the water brush pens, you just squeeze a little bit and the water will come into the barrel and into the bristles if you've not used these before. So I'm just going to load up my brush with some color here. And that is a really nice, bright, nicely pigmented green. And I am using watercolor paper, if you're wondering. Now, if any of you guys know me, you probably know that I do not care too much for lettering with watercolors because I stink at it. I much prefer lettering on my iPad. So see, you can see my ink is getting a little blotchy there. That's because my brush pen isn't wet enough. So I'm just going to squeeze out some more water into it. I'm not going to do it over my design because it might drip onto that. So there I can get a nicer line with it. I'm just going to get that a little bit more wet there. And I want this to be a thicker line down. So right now this is sort of like the faux calligraphy, because I'm going in and filling it in afterwards, the thick downstroke, if you follow me for lettering. Okay, now let me clean my brush. So to clean these brushes, you just use them onto, if you've never used these before, onto a towel or napkin or the sponge that it comes with until it runs clear. And then you can move on to your next color. And it might look like there's some green or, you know, whatever color you're using on there, but that's just the stain. It still will come out if it's clear on your paper. So now let me move on to some, let's go to some reds, and let me get the round brush for this one because I want to do some flowers. So I have the round brush, and let's go with this one here. So normally with my palette, I have a cheap set of palette watercolors, and normally I have to kind of put the water onto the palette and just kind of let it activate kind of the paint, but this it's using it right away, so that's nice. So as you can see, this really, you know, I just dipped it in there a couple times and my color is still going really, really strong. I didn't have to re-dip or reactivate or anything. So I'm just going to keep going with the second one and see how that goes. I mean, this pigment is so bright. I'm really loving it. Okay, now I'm finally going to get a little bit of water on there. I made my flowers one bigger than the other, so I'm going to try and even that out a little bit. Okay, clean that off. And then I'm going to go back in with my detail brush and give these flowers some little yellow dots in the middle. Okay, back to my green. Finish the, or actually before I do that, I'm going to fill in these flowers a little bit more. So let me go with this bright orange. I'm going to stick with this detail brush because it can get into those thin, and I'm going to put some extra water on there. It could get into those thin areas here. And I want this to bleed a little bit, so I'm using a lot of water. And purposely going over the lines that I had before.